Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 9, entitled as Raja Vidya Rajaguhyam. Sloka 4 and 5. Mayā tatam idaṁ sarvaṁ jagad avyakta-mūrtinā mat-sthāni sarva-bhūtāni na cāhaṁ teṣv avasthitaḥ na ca mat-sthāni bhūtāni paśya me yogam aiśvaram bhūta-bhṛn na ca bhūta-stho mamātmā bhūta-bhāvanaḥ. Having said the greatness of bhakti in the previous slokas, here in this couple of slokas, the details of greatness of the giver of that bhakti being mentioned. Let's see the word by word and then the translation. Idaṁ, this, sarvaṁ, all. Jagad, universe. Idaṁ sarvaṁ jagad. All these sentient and non-sentient beings in this whole universe. Mayā, by me. Avyakta-mūrtinā, by my unmanifested form. Tatam, pervaded. Sarva-bhūtāni, all living entities. mat-sthāni, exist in me. Ahaṁ, but I, teṣv, in them. avasthitaḥ, doesn't exist, not situated. Bhūtāni, bhūtāni cha, the beings also. mat-sthāni, not dwell in me. My, aiśvaram yogam, inconceivable power that is unique to me, the supreme ruler. Paśya, behold, bhūta-bhṛn, the maintainer of all living entities, meaning the one who upholds, carries all the entities. bhūta-stho nacha, yet I do not dwell in them. mamātmā, my will. bhūta-bhāvanaḥ, sustains all beings. Let's see the translation. By me, in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. See my inconceivable power. I maintain them and protect them, but I am not in them. My mind maintains and protects them. Here, the Lord speaks of His remarkable power, which seem to be contradicting in these two slokas, may also confuse if not properly understood. He says He is present and is not present, simultaneously trying to say two opposite things. I pervade in all beings, whether it's sentient or non-sentient, like how the atma, the self, pervades the entire body. I pervade in all beings in unmanifested state. Like how, even though the self is present within the body, but no one can see the self, I am present in anything and everything, but no one can see me. The second point is, Krishna says, all beings exists in me, but I am not in them, which seem to be quite contradicting to what we just saw. But there's a deeper meaning when Krishna says, I am not in them. We will see what it means shortly. But there are four main things has been given for discussion in these two slokas. Those four are: Krishna pervades everywhere, Krishna supports everything, meaning beholds everything, Krishna directs everything, and lastly, Krishna is Swami, is the master. Vyāpyam, which means pervading, pervades. Dharakam, which means he beholds, supports. Niyamyam means he directs, executes. And Swami is master. In the first sloka, which is here the fourth sloka, Krishna says, mat-sthāni sarva-bhūtāni. I am in everything. But in the fifth sloka, nacha mat-sthāni bhūtāni. I am not in them. Completely two different statements. Let's understand this. There is a big difference when everything is in Krishna, when Krishna says everything is within him, and when the Supreme Lord Krishna is within everything. We should understand two terms here: adharam, adeyam. Adharam means a foundation or a base. Adeyam, that which is resting upon adharam, the foundation. The object becomes adeyam. The one which holds the object becomes adharam. Here Krishna is adharam, and the objects that reside in him is adeyam, which means Krishna becomes the sthāna, the place for these objects to take shelter, to take residence. Now, with this understanding, one may argue or one may say that when Krishna says, I am present in those objects, then the objects becomes adharam, the base, foundation, and Krishna becomes adeyam, who is taking shelter of those objects for residence. But that's not the case. Krishna doesn't deny the fact that he is present in those objects. What he denies is that he is not present in them as they present in the manner within him. These things may quite confuse. An additional concentration and repeated hearing will clarify the confusion. So the point is, irrespective if those objects present in me, Krishna, or Krishna is present in them, there is no change in whose adharam and whose adeyam. It is always Krishna whose adharam and the objects are adeyam. They do not carry Krishna irrespective of who's present where. It is Krishna who carries all the objects, everything. The next question one might ask is, I don't see the samyogam. Samyogam means the union, the connection between two objects is called samyogam. You combine two hands together, and when it comes together, that is called samyogam. You see the connection between the two hands. If I pour some water into an empty glass, I see the glass and the water together. There is a connection between these two, and that is called samyogam. But one might expect the same thing when Krishna says, I am in them. Then where is the connection Where is the connection when Krishna says, I am pervaded? We don't see it. That samyogam is not visible. So, Krishna says, I don't carry anything like the glass carries the water, holds the water, which is visible. In my case, it is not visible. The samyogam is not visible. I am carrying them not through the samyogam. I carry them through my sankalpa, just by my thought. Therefore, they are not in me. This is what has been conveyed when Krishna says that I am not in them, meaning I am not in them in the same way the worldly object are present in another object, like a water present in the glass. This is hard to understand. This is hard to see. This can only be perceived, realized, which cannot be seen through our naked eyes. Krishna gives an example here, like the sky which appears to be not having any foundation or a base to hold. But in reality, Krishna says, He is the base and foundation for the sky and air as well. One cannot see it. One cannot see the samyogam. It is not visible. But still, the sky is held by Krishna. So, though Krishna pervades everywhere, He is invisible to our eyes. We don't have the capacity to see Him. Only few, like Prahlad, can see Him. In this body, the self exists as its life. In our body, we exist as the life, the self. But we only see the body, not our atma, ourself. Just because we are unable to see ourselves, can we say that we don't exist? No. Similarly, the Lord exists, pervades, holds, maintains everything. But just because we are unable to see does not mean He is not pervaded, He is not directing, He is not maintaining, He is not controlling. We will continue on this discussion with another example in next session. Namaste. Hare Krishna.